I'm going to turn now to Kara DeRose at the Maine Beacon.
Thank you. So we heard from federal public health officials yesterday that they're still concerned about a potential second wave of cases as states begin to reopen. I was wondering if there are any specific preparations Maine is making in case there is a second wave. And do we have any modeling that makes any predictions about whether one is likely to occur in the near future?
Sure. So Kara asks about the possibility of there being a second wave of cases. Something that was discussed yesterday in Washington, D.C., as folks probably heard about, and that is a concern. I'll say again that although we remain concerned about a second wave of cases, we're just as focused on the current wave of cases that we're contending with. But Kara, to your specific concern, that's one reason we take a look at all the data on a daily basis. It's one reason we want to make sure we update our website. It's one reason I chat with everybody every single day, so everyone has a sense of where we stand. The preparations around a potential second wave of cases in many ways replicate the preparations we made for the first wave of cases, making sure that we're keeping tabs on the data, making sure we know what the vital medical assets are, whether that be ICU beds or ventilators, and making sure we continue to keep an open line of communication with healthcare providers. What's challenging in this situation, though, is that any potential second wave, if it were to arrive, the dynamics of what that would look like could be varied. Kara, you asked about modeling, and the bottom line there is that there are models that speculate different types of scenarios around a second wave if one were to occur. Some of the models suggest that continued physical distancing could potentially preclude a second wave. Other models suggest that even with aggressive social distancing, if we lift it too early, there might be that second wave. We don't know yet as to what the magnitude of that wave might be, whether it would be higher than the current wave, or whether there might be smaller subsequent waves. The other big question is when that second wave might occur, if it were to occur. I want to stress, we can't predict whether that might happen. But based on the seasonal impact of the virus, a potential second wave that coincided with flu season in the winter could be especially challenging for every single person in Maine. The flu is bad enough. When you add on top of that flu plus COVID-19, you really look at a significant health threat, potentially the possibility of individuals being co-infected with both at the same time. Each disease on its own is a challenge, but the intersection of having to contend with both influenza as well as COVID-19 would test even the healthiest people's immune systems, to say nothing of the impact on the healthcare system. So thank you for that question, Kara. Certainly something that is top of mind for us.